Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm back, man. You already know what it is, man. It's 13 rounds of boxing coming at you with another one. Alright, so Erislandy Lara says Canelo showed fear in not fighting Golovkin, so he says on his next fight, he's moving up to 160 to fight Triple G. Wow. Let me tell you something. First off, that'd be a hell of a fight. You know? That'd be a hell of a fight. I think very highly of Erislandy Lara, you know, with his amateur pedigree. You know, the way he dips down low, you know, and makes people miss. He's a sweet science. He really is, man. He's all about the sweet science, you know. Very precise on his punches. You know, he's not as active as Triple G, you know, Golovkin. But he does pick his shots. He pick and choose his shots very well, you know. Yeah, man, let's talk about it though, you know. You know, just to give you guys a quick recap on the Showtime cards from yesterday. Well, before I get to that, I know that Joseph Parker beat Carlos Takam, you know, and so, you know, I didn't watch it, but I heard, you know, through social media and all that. I know that David Haye blasted some bum. Shannon Briggs blasted some bum too, and they're supposed to meet up, I think, in September or something like that. You know, so that it'll be entertaining, at least for, you know, the press conferences and everything like that. As far as the fight, you know, David Haye should, you know, wipe him out clean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But oh yeah, another thing. I think his name is Arif Amirdigabov or something like that. He's one of supposedly the top middleweight prospects, maybe to challenge Triple G's throne in the future, but he actually lost to Andrew Hernandez, so that's cut off. You know what I'm saying? That's out the window. All right. I know I butchered his name, but it's something like that. But let's get right into it, man. The Showtime card, you know. Let's see, Jermell Charlo versus John Jackson. You know, John Jackson was doing very well. I had him winning the fight before he got knocked out. Something happened there where he grabbed his glove, and I think something happened to his eye, or I think he might have been out. You know, it's funny because he was still standing still, you know, and he didn't respond well, and you know, Jermell Charlo, which is the smaller one. I know some people, you know, they can't figure out which one is which, but Jermell Charlo is the bigger one. Jermell is the little one. Jermell Charlo hit him with a left hook, you know, and blasted him, and that's all she wrote, you know. So congratulations to Jermell Charlo, your new WBC junior middleweight champion. You know, congrats to him. I gotta look up and see who's his mandated fighter now, or who is he gonna fight. You know, I gotta do some research on that. But the second fight was Jermall Charlo, which is the bigger one out of the two Charlo brothers. Jermall Charlo versus Austin Trout. You know, very good fight. You know, I was very entertained by this fight. You know, Jermall Charlo, the story of this fight was his, you know, right hand, man. It was really his right hand, you know, and his come forward style, you know. You know, Austin Trout did catch him a few times, you know, in there. Was outboxing him, you know, for a few rounds, but I mean, it was pretty much, you know, Jermall Charlo was just too big, you know, using that right hand and, you know, his jab. And, you know, I would like to see Jermall Charlo mix it up to the body. I need some more body work from him. He's still green to me, but, you know, he did excellent, you know. Props to him, you know, salute. Hope you fight somebody better than Austin Trout next time, you know. Continue to test yourself, you know. yeah, man. So I think Jamal Charlo has the WBA. I'm not quite sure, but I know he has one of the titles too. So congratulations to the brothers. Erislandy Lara versus Vanis Martirosyan. Be honest with you, man, it was pretty boring. You know, I did watch the fight, the whole thing. You know, Vanes, you know, he was, you know, Vanes was, you know, applying the pressure, and you know, he was trying to get inside and, you know, dig to the body and go up to the head. But to be honest with you, man, Erislandy Lara was blocking most of that shit. You know, on occasion, Vanes Martirosyan would land the uppercut, but you know, he didn't do much, man. You know, he really didn't. Both fighters really didn't do much. Erislandy Lara, again, you know, doing the 1, 2, 3, you know, dipping, and you know, he was when he did throw, he was landing, you know. But the problem is, he wouldn't throw that much, you know, which sucks, you know. But it is what it is, you know. Yeah, man. So after the fight, I noticed something. Right? After the fight, Erislandy Lara had his interpreter with him. And I think it was Jim Gray from Showtime said, you know, he told Erislandy Lara, who do you want to fight next, right? And Erislandy Lara said, Canelo, Golovkin, you know, any of those guys, you know. He said that, you know, he's not here to cherry pick, you know, pick his opponents, you know. It's whoever, you know, the fans or the promoters want, you know, that's who I'm gonna fight. You know, that's how it should be, you know. We don't like cherry pickers. Yeah, man. And then it's funny because the interpreter was like, yeah, he was like, you know, we'll fight, he was like, we'll fight any of the big names, you know. He was like, we'll fight any of the big names, 160, Canelo, you know. And he didn't even say Triple G. Erislandy Lara had to say Triple G, and they still ignored it. What the fuck, man? Showtime don't want to put his ass either against Triple G. What the fuck, man? He said fucking Golovkin's name. Why don't you, you know, why don't you fucking acknowledge that, you know, that he wants that fight, you know? I want the fight. I'm sure the fans want that fight. Imagine Triple G versus Erislandy Lara at 160, man. That would be a big ass paper. I'm telling you right now, that shit would do better than Golovkin Lemieux did, no doubt about it. The intrigue, you know, from the YTBC, you know, social media, even the mainstream like ESPN and stuff, I think they will cover that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about it. That's what I mean by cover it. Talk about it. You know, and you know, fucking yeah, man. So, you know, Erislandy Lara, I heard Golovkin's name, you know, he said it. And I know Spanish, so I know exactly what he said. You know, and you know, he called out Golovkin, man. And I hope he goes up to 160, because I'm sure Golovkin will take that fight, and that would be a tremendous fight. I would still pick Triple G to beat Erislandy Lara. I just think he has too much power for him. I don't know if Erislandy Lara's shots would affect Golovkin at all. I don't know. But it would be a great tactical matchup to watch. You know, the way fucking Triple G fucking, you know, how he places his punches, and you know how he blocks shots with his gloves and stuff. It would be a great matchup to watch, you know. But you know, we'll see, you know. It'd be an awesome fight, man. Awesome fight. But yeah, man, you know, but if Erislandy Lara doesn't get Canelo, you know, maybe he might go up to 160 and fight David Lemieux, Curtis Stevens, you know. You know, who knows, Danny Jacobs or something like that, because they're both promoted by Al Heyman. Maybe they can make that fight happen. Who knows, you know. But really, Erislandy Lara is not going to fight the Charlo brothers, because they're cool, you know. So what's the point in fucking staying at 155? I mean, 154, excuse me. For 155 bullshit got me, you know, all fucked up now. But that 154 division, why does he have to stay there? Just move up to 160, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if he wants to fight Canelo, I'm all for it, man. All right, y'all. Deuces.